Hi, good morning to all. Let's begin with the color codes in the note making techniques and how to use them into our note making sessions. Now, I welcome you all for this particular part, and I'm going to showcase certain slides along with the colors so that we are able to understand how exactly the colors are being used to codify the note making things for us, also the activities that are present. So here we go. First one is that when rewriting your notes, start out with your title. For example, in this particular slide that I'm showcasing to you is 7 habits of the most effective people in the world. That's my title, and the title has been written using the black color. So that's the first point that you have to notice. Though I see that sometimes people, students or the faculties, when they're writing, they don't like to use the black color, so they go for dark royal blue color to specify the title. And subtitle, the moment you click on the subtitle, you'll see that it changes into the lighter shade of blue color, though it is mandatory to use the black color. So let's go ahead and see. Headings has to be in dark pink or magenta, which I explained to you in my previous I should say part dealing with the introduction of the color codes in the note making. Now here you will see that headers are always in pink color. Black we have seen for the main title. Now here in this particular slide I have showcased to you that what are the headers and how well we can use them in our own note making sessions, and use the pink highlighter if you can pick up with that color. And in India also we get this kind of a thing, this particular shade of pink color, magenta in fact, to correct myself. And then we have got purple color. Now you see, so I have black, number 1, then we have seen pink, that's number 2. Third one in the line is the purple. I'm giving you the hierarchy in which these colors need to be used. Any major information that you need to go under the header will go here. So header, now between the header and the next header, if you want to write something else, that has to be written in the purple color. Now this is not the dark purple, again you will see it's more or less like a lilac color. Okay, it can be the first thing your professor or the teacher mentions about the particular topic, and these can even be the keywords for you to remember that yes, this is what I'm talking about. So this helps us to remind you later on. Now here you can see black color in the title. Again I'm repeating, dark magenta is the headers, okay, or the headings that we have taken care of. And then we have got beneath, just below the headlines, you have got what we call it as the sub headers, which are written in the purple. So this will be not detailed one, just a quick overview of the main idea that has to be taken care of. So these are the colors that we need to understand. Blue color, now this is exclusively if we want to make certain I should say certain descriptions that you want to write it in your own writing, which has to be written in the bullet points. So here bullet points, star marks, circles, whichever you want to do it, you can utilize it, and this we can take it up. And here they have said that a few tiny dots, this is according to the research that has been revealed out, and I'll be sharing the paper later on in which exact percentage I should say the descriptive stats have been presented out, and they have shown to us that a few tiny dots attract the eye and can make a complex concept very easily understandable. And when you are writing in points, it's much more easier to learn and grasp the subject rather than writing in the complete sentences. So only 57% of the people read the content in paragraphs. Bullets, each and every person is going to read it. Now here you can see that bullet points that you're going to write it down here will be in the blue color. I'll be showcasing to you right now how and what kind of examples are present, which are using different kind of formats which are present for the writing cases. Then comes the green color. Now whenever you have to write about the vocabulary, that will be coming in terms in green color. For example, if you're doing the review of literature, the keywords that you see just below the abstract will be written in terms of the green. And this is not a dark green, just remember this is the lighter green, which we call it as a parrot green, or the ice colors. Usually we are using the ice colors when the markers highlighters are being taken care of. Write terms on left edge of the page so they are easy to find it. So So here again they're telling you which side of the page you have to write it down, left hand side or the right hand side. So usually it has to be in the left hand side part of this one. Examples that you're taking care will be written in orange, and this would be on the right hand side of the page. Use pictures to break up the monotony of the text. Now immediately after this description, I'll be showcasing certain examples to you, and you would be able to understand. I'll take at least 5 to 6 varieties, and I'll show you how the colors are being used, the highlighters are being used to do it. I mean, we are taking their help in writing our own notes. Now these pictures break up the monotony. So sometimes when you're bored of writing, only writing and writing and writing, you need some pictures, some circles. Now even in my notes, I usually see that it is not just I need those illustrations or some kind of a figures or some kind of diagrams needs to be present, so that it becomes much more easier. Even in my thesis dissertations also, I used to make a lot of pictures and then incorporate into my writing. Now here you can see the entire thing has been encapsulated. Now color coding, they have made it very clear. The title of the page, of the topic, of the thesis, of the dissertation, or whatever you are doing it in your notes has to be in black color. Then comes headers in pink color, subheaders in purple, bullet points in blue color, definitions in green, and examples in the orange color. So you can see how well the student has made and to illustrate and to find it out. So here we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points, and how well the colors have been used taking out here. Now this is one set of the colors which I'm just showcasing in this particular part. In the next part exclusively, I'll be taking up randomly some of the notes that have been prepared at the school level as well as the college level also, so that the faculties, the teachers, the students, they all can utilize these notes also. So here they have made it very clear that red color has to be important information and tips. Now this is if you're using the red color. Example problems will be in dark blue, formulae and proofs. Now this is for the maths notes key. The notes key means when you're starting off, this is one thing that is mandatory, like we do it in making the content list or the index, in the beginning of a practical file or something. You have to codify, you have to tell them that what color signifies what. Now later on when you're studying, you are able to understand, like red color stands for important information and tips, dark royal blue color example problems, and formulae and proofs for the dark green color. And now title and date, you can see it is in black color. Okay, instructions and steps in purple color, vocabulary in the orange color. Then this is one more color coding. You can see corrections, theorems, equations, definitions, examples. You have seen what color codings are there. Another way you can do it, statistics, definition, then diagrams, pathways, calculations, all colors have been taken care of. Then vocabulary, conjugations, then grammar, idioms, corrections in another color, names, events, dates, location, definitions in the other color. Then we have got, so these are some of the color codings that you can note down and we can use it for our own. Now this is when we are using the flappers notes, especially that we get in the market, and we when we are marking or when we are using with lot of I should say articles or the research papers, you can put up these flaps and each color may stand for something. Like for blue color it is connect, green color can be the question, then infer or predict will be in yellow color, and the next one monitor for meaning and clarity is the orange, and evaluation we can use the dark magenta color. So here are the flappers or the flaggers, you can call them, and we use them in our noting down or the file management also side by side. Now this is another way in which they are codifying it. Orange color, orange project, purple subnotes, pink is example, light blue. So you have noted down and you're pasting it, so tomorrow if somebody else picks up your file, they are able to understand, okay, these are the notes and this is how the person has written out. Now here in different subjects they have showcased to us, for example in law, these are the ways in which we need to do it. Now if I'm talking about law, there are few things that I need to have observed it. Students they use it, they are taught in their last 2 semesters, I should say, how to do they have a proper practical sessions, where they are taught how to make the note taking as well as note making. It's very, very important for them to take care of it. And if they are not good note takers or note makers, then they're not eligible to go further into it. Draftsmen, especially in the courts, when you see the person who is sitting continuously on the key typewriter, he keeps on writing, and once the notes are taken now, the judges and the lawyers who are present, who has been given that particular copy, they highlight it with different colors. Now similarly, lawyers, the secretaries are there, when they take out the complete I should say the case which is given, or they are fighting for the lead in the court, they pick it up, that particular thing, and there are different colors that are noted down. And if you go to a judge's room, I have seen many judges while interacting them along with my students. I have seen that the table on which they are kept, the entire pen set, I have seen they have got good number of highlighters, along with the flappers they are present. At that time I never understood, and then when I started interviewing some of the judges and I asked them what is the importance, relevance, then they explained to me that yes, colors and note making, they have every judge has a secretary or the draft taker, and they are very good. They have their own shortcuts, their own abbreviation, and slowly as the numbers every judge has got, and then they start off, and when you pick up their notes to read it, you will not be able to understand. They go back to their room, they type it out, the entire thing, and 3 times the drafts are made, and then they are presented. At that time, when the judge is studying those notes, they are highlighted with those highlighters also. So here we can see that the name or authority is always in red color, case or the names are in the magenta color, main idea that you will see is in orange, important information in yellow color, key terms is in green, then purple, positive or the plaintiffs, negative or defendants will be in the purple color. This is how the judgment facts are noted down in law. Now if we come now, I'm not entering into each and every domain of it. In philosophy, these are the topics. So literature has got a different one, sociology, anthropology, architecture, the students do it. Engineering students, they are also taught to make proper notes along with this color codings and each and everything. Now these are something more. So red color, something which is very important when internship related events are there, which is in pink color, meals, and this is for the planner. Now this has come in, however I found out that yes, even when you're making a proper plan for the event, or let's say even when you are planning for your own lectures, you can use these kind of colors, and these are what we call it as the keys for them, and you are able to understand all these colors. Now later on, maybe I'll showcase to you one of these slides wherein different pens are showcased to you, and you can understand what is the relevance of it. So I think I'm going to stop here right now, and I'll come up with another part exclusively to explain how the colors are being used in different formats also. Till then, thanks, take care, bye.